Now, there were quite a few Easter eggs that were woven into Star Wars Rebels throughout its 4 seasons, but it would appear that we missed the best one of them all. For at least one scene, it would appear that D. Bradley Baker, the voice of our beloved clone troopers in Star Wars The Clone Wars, returned to voice the stormtroopers of Star Wars Rebels, with possible implications for the rest of the story. To start off, I'm gonna play you the brief clip from the show. As you could probably hear in that clip, the stormtroopers sounded an awful lot like clones. The reason's fairly obvious. One of the voice actors for the stormtroopers is the same actor who voiced the clones. But there may well be more to this. The clones were of course the first Imperial stormtroopers, and that leads us to the question, were there still some Fett clones present in Imperial ranks during Disney's canon timeline, despite the fact that they were supposedly phased out? There are a variety of in-universe explanations for this. The first could be that these are in fact old clones dating back to the Clone Wars. As stated earlier, clones were the first Imperial stormtroopers, and so in theory, this isn't too unlikely, save for one speed bump. Most of the clones who fought in the war are genetically in their late 50s, making them probably unfit for combat within the ranks of Imperial stormtroopers. That being said, if the Empire managed to find a way to slow the accelerated aging process bred into the clones, this could be viable, and if the show was still on air, I'm sure this is where we'd theorize here about suggesting a future appearance for Commander Cody. But alas, that isn't the case, and so instead, we're going to turn to an alternative and probably more likely theory. These stormtroopers are clones, but not old clones. You have to remember that not all clones were bred in 32 BBY, and we can see from a variety of Clone Wars era sources that the Kaminoans were still breeding heaps of new Fett clones. The latest known batch would have been battle ready in 11 BBY, meaning that the clones we see here could very much be a part of such a batch. The Darth Vader comics have mentioned the phasing out of clones, with 2 troopers stating that the Empire was going to train up the next batch and leave it at that. But that would still give leeway for this theory, as the next batch would still take 10 years. In Legends, Fett clones even remained in Imperial ranks until after the Battle of Endor, albeit mixed in with other recruited troopers as well. To sum up this fun Star Wars thought exercise, we have a few plausible theories here that would add something interesting to the late Star Wars Rebels, and I want to know, what do you think? Are we grasping at straws here, or is there something of substance to this theory? I personally think the latter, hence why I made this video, but be sure to tell us your thoughts in the comment section below. Also, I have to thank the guy who commented this in one of my videos because he found this theory before any of us did, so respect to him. I couldn't find the video or the comment again, but just know you are acknowledged, so thank you for that. Anyways, as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.